YouTube, what is going on? Back in my latest video, back in the installment of Speculation Saturday. So I have 3 pops I'm going to suggest for you guys today. All I think will be future grails, go up even higher in price, and I think you should get them in your collection now before it's too late. So let's get right into it and see my thoughts. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Asking around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit subscribe button down below as well so you updates on my most recent content, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So if it's your first time tuning in this segment, what I like to try to do every Saturday is to talk about the financial side about Funko Pops, what there's different topics I think you guys should hear about and find interesting, or pops that I think are going to go up in value, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get into this picks, I just want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Whatnot. So I've been talking about them a lot recently, but it's definitely a place I think you guys should check out. If you're not familiar, Whatnot is an online platform where you're able to purchase everything collectible, whether it be comic books, Pokemon cards, sport cards, or Funko Pops. And there's in the description box below, there is a link where you're able to get $10 off your next order. The good thing about Whatnot is there's a whole lot available. You can get things on the marketplace, also get lucky and maybe get a good deal in a live auction, and they do authenticate the product before they send it out. So definitely a place I think you guys should check into, and check the link down below if you are interested. So let's get right into those picks for today. Alright guys, so kind of going off of things I've been talking about recently, there's a pop I want to suggest to you guys that I think is a good pickup. Not one I have in my collection, but definitely one I think I'm going to be picking up for myself as well, because it definitely fits into my collection. It's kind of surprising I don't have it, but it is Maui from Moana. So Moana is one of those movies that I've talked about in previous videos over the last couple weeks that I think is going to resonate a little bit better with the younger generation once they have disposable income, as it may do with us. You know, my generation, I'm 30, you know, kind of are gravitating towards a lot of the 90s stuff. And that's where a lot of the money for nostalgia is going right now. It's in the 90s properties, 80s properties. And I think if Funko's going to stay around, because again, this whole premise on this segment is that Funko's going to be here to stay. And I think when the next generation under us has disposable income, they're going to start to buy things that are of their generation. And I think Moana is definitely a standout movie for Disney, you know, that has come out recently. Maui's one of the main characters. The reason why I'm not suggesting Moana is there is a lot of her. If you feel like that's the better purchase, by all means pick up that character. But Maui being the second, you know, pretty much the second most important character in that movie, is definitely a good pickup. Now there is a BAM exclusive one where he's holding his, his hook, and then there's a common one. The common one's only going for about 14 bucks, and is not available. It's vaulted at this point. So definitely one I think you should look into buying. It's a low buy-in, low risk, and it's a character that I think is going to be a lot more important for the next generation, so that if they're buying Funko Pops the way we are now, they're going to want this one in their collection. And people that are our age saw the movie and it was a really good one as well. So definitely a good one to pick up in your collection. Like I said, if you think Moana is going to be the standout, you want to kind of put your money into a Moana Pop, I don't think you can go wrong. Like I said, it's just so many of them, it's kind of hard to decide and pick which one is going to be the standout. But with it only being 2 Mauis, I think the $14 one is a one to pick up. The BAM exclusive one's like, I think 30 bucks. So if you feel like that one's the better one to kind of go up more in value, go ahead. But I just think the cheaper one is always the lowest risk, and definitely the one I would suggest for you guys today. Alright guys, the next pops I would suggest to you is actually 3 of them. And I don't really have a definitive choice for you guys, but it's 3 of the same character that I think you guys want to pick up today. So this is going into a new spin-off series that I think is going to have some success, and you know, make a renewed interest for a lot of collectors out there. And I'm going to suggest the dragons from Game of Thrones. So I think this is a good pickup right now, because there is a spin-off series for Game of Thrones called House of Dragons. Now I'm assuming that these dragons are going to be used at some point in that show. These are the 6-inch ones. There also is the baby ones, where it's like the regular size one, and it also is like a 3-pack for them that was Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. And there's also some iron ones, which I think are the lowest tier ones. I would stay away from those. These may be the best pickup. The reason why is these are all vaulted, they're 6 inches, and this is kind of what people remember the dragons looking like was in this form. So with House of Dragon, which is a new Game of Thrones spinoff that's coming out this year, I think it's going to have a renewed interest for Game of Thrones. I've mentioned Game of Thrones before in this segment for a property that's cooled off, and now maybe it's time to pick it up. I think people really forget the finale was really bad, but for the whole rest of the series, people were tuned in to the series at a record pace. I think the new spinoff is going to have people getting back into Game of Thrones, giving them another chance, and I think it's going to renew interest in Game of Thrones stuff. I think now's a really good time to pick up those dragons, because if this centers around them, and maybe even Daenerys, I think those are going to go up even more in value. They have been vaulted for a while, so there's less supply out there of them, as opposed to like the iron ones, which are just one color. It's I think they're all gray, iron colored. I don't really like them as much, but these and the baby ones, and then the 3-pack, the Emerald City Comic Con, would be the ones I would pick up, starting with these being the top tier, maybe the 3-pack from Emerald City Comic Con being second because it's a little bit more rare, and then the baby ones, I don't even know if they're vaulted yet, but still stuff I think you should pick up. I think Game of Thrones stuff in general is something you want to suggest. I still stand by the whole property, but these being the stars right now, because I think it's going to be a series based around them. Alright guys, and last but not least, this is a pop that is a little bit more expensive. I'm trying to do a little bit more expensive stuff, because I think that is something that, a lot of collectors are looking for, that things that are already grails are going to be like super grails one day. And I think this is definitely one that has potential, because it kind of reminds me of another pop that had the same trajectory, and that is Nejire Hado from My Hero Academia. So I guess you guys already probably realized what pop I'm referring to had the same trajectory, and that is Master Choco. Master Choco came out for San Diego Comic-Con. It was I think it was the first version of Choco that was out there, and it kind of started off about the same price that Nejire's going for, and now that pop is extremely expensive and keeps going up every year. Nejire currently is going for about $115, $150 depending on how you can get it on like eBay and Mercari for the shared sticker. Now this pop did come with a lot of damage. A lot of people got damaged pops where the leg broke off, or some other piece of her broke off. So Funko was reissuing these as far as replacing them with a new pop. I don't think everybody did that though. So this pop is going to be a little bit less available, I think, than others in this kind of condition. She's a pretty popular character on the show, being part of like the big 3 on on class. What's it? My Hero Academia, not class A, whatever class she's in. I forget off the top of my head. But I don't see Funko making this character again in her hero costume. If they do it, they'll probably have it in her school uniform, and I think this pop's going to be the standout. I finished season, I think that's 5, the newest season. I don't read like the manga or anything, but I still think that she's going to be an important character moving forward with the show. And at $115, it has the same trajectory as Ochako, who she is, a main character in some ways, but not like the main character. So I think there's potential for side characters like her to go up the same rate. This pop may be like a $300 pop, a couple years from now. So at $115, if you are a My Hero Academia fan and you like Nejire, this may be the time to pick it up, because I don't think it's going to go any lower. Or I can tell you, almost guarantee, if Funko continues to be successful and popular, I don't see this one going lower at all. It's probably going to be the cheapest you'll ever be able to get it. So now's probably the time to get it before it becomes even more expensive. This pop is very, very nice as well. The details and the sculpting of this pop came out very, very nice. So definitely one that has some condition issues, is rare because it came from a con, and also has the same trajectory as probably Ochako. I think this is a no-brainer to pick this pop up now. So there you guys go. Those are the 3 suggestions I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the suggestions. As always, if you have something, drop it down in the comment section below. If I agree, I always give you a shout out and give you credit for that suggestion. But thanks so much for watching. Always hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Check me out on my second channel at Savage Breaks, where I do Pokemon and sport card openings. And also check me out on my Instagram at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected there too. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.